Hello everyone. Hi. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button as you come in. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button as you come in. And if you want to share me out, share me out. Thank you so much, you guys, for always giving me support. Hey, King Chris, how are you? How are you today? I hope everybody is having a good Wednesday. I do want to tell you guys this to keep. Once again, we have tornado threats on tomorrow. So keep our the southern states in your prayers, guys. We are having tornadic weather tomorrow, and we are on a tornado watch all day on tomorrow. So keep us in your prayers. Keep us in your prayers. I'm gonna wait a few minutes to let some people come in, and then we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Um, Thank you, Chris. Thank you. I didn't flexi rod my hair. I just let it be straight for now, but I'll probably flexi rod it tomorrow. Um, I will flexi rod it tomorrow, or yeah, I'll probably flexi rod it tomorrow. So, guys, I'm gonna wait a few minutes to let some people come in. Um, I know that it takes a while for some people to get some notifications, so I just want to be patient and let some people come in before I get started. Chris, are you at work, Chris? Hey, Baker with Charlene, how are you today? Happy Wednesday. Thank you for coming. Um, we're gonna get into it in just a minute. I'm gonna let some people come in. Make sure you guys Okay, well, be careful on the highway, honey. Watch out when you drive. You have to watch out for you, the person in front of you, the person inside of you, and the person in front of you, child. So, so make sure that you guys are. Make sure you drive home safely, honey. Um, I hope everyone had. I hope everybody had a good day. Y'all, before I'm gonna wait another minute and then I'm gonna get into it. So, Charlene, I know you just came out with another video. I am gonna go. I'm gonna go and watch it. I just been waiting to see if they're gonna cancel school tomorrow. I just got an email. Um, hey, C Petty ASMR, thank you for coming. How are you? Um, Make sure that y'all hit that like button as you come in. Make sure you guys hit that like button as you come in. Appreciate you guys for coming in. Um, just give it another minute. I'm gonna give it another few minutes, and then we're gonna get into it. And whoever comes, comes. Um, but as well, guys, we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about the shooting in Boulder, Colorado, and how we need in Boulder, Colorado, and how we need more gun reform, and how they need to take these weapons that are for like military operatives off the streets. Like, what do you need with an AR-45, whatever machine gun? What do you need with that? We're gonna talk about that on today. Um, I just say, it's just a tragedy what happened on Monday. I wanted to some more of the story to come out before I report on it, and some of it has came out, and I do have a picture of the person that did the shooting. And it is so sad. It is so sad that people lost their lives at this supermarket. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. See, Chris, know what I'm saying? Like, you have to ask God for coverage every time you're driving down the street. Every time you are driving down the street, you have to just pray for coverage, because you never know what might be going on or what might be happening. Um, so let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. Whoever comes in, guys, greet them, and I'm gonna get into this story. This is just sad. I just hate for people's lives to be taken. So let me see if I don't. Let me see something.
A first-degree murder. And we are going to do everything in our...
Okay. Just give me a moment here to gather everything. Hold on just a second, guys. I got everything up. Okay, guys, so this is the story that I have. Okay, a gunman wearing an armored or tactical vest had just shot. Well, let me just say this. The horror began in the parking lot. This is what it stated. The horror began in the parking lot. A gunman wearing an armored or tactical vest had just shot an elderly man outside the King Soopers on a Monday afternoon in Boulder, Colorado. Inside the supermarket, staff watched in disbelief as the gunman stood over the man and fired again and again. After the gunman entered the store, there were more gunshots. Employees and some shoppers fled and hid. Some to the back, some up the stairs to a room, some inside a pharmacy, as the suspect roamed aisles, according to witnesses and an affidavit for an arrest. When the shopper Ryan Borowski realized they were gunshots, it took a terrified woman running towards him for him to realize he should scatter too. And he said, I turned and kept up with her, and we all ran down the aisle toward the back of the store together where they huddled with the employees. I saw a lot of very wide eyes. I'm sure my eyes were just as terrified as everybody else's. They said calls were poured into the 911 dispatchers around 2:30 p.m. According to police, by 3:30, it was all over. By 3:28 p.m., it was all over. And um and what had been a regular day of errands and chores in this town beside the Rocky Mountains northwest of Denver was shattered forever. While some shoppers and employees managed to hide, 10 people were shot and killed by a lone assailant. The victims were a police officer. His name was Eric Talley. The store manager named Ricky Oles. The store employee named Denny Strong. Another store employee, Terry Leaker, Nevin Stanzik, Trelona Bartkowitz, Suzanne Fountain, Kevin Mahoney, Lynn Murray, and Jody Waters. A suspect, and I'm going to pull his picture up, y'all. This is the suspect, and I want y'all to get a good picture of him. I want y'all to get a good look at him, because, Lord, I don't know what possessed this man to just go into a grocery store and just shoot up the place. Like, come on, like, what possessed you? What was going on in your mind to just go and just shoot up the place, like, and keep, like, the first thing you did when you seen an elderly man? I'm gonna pull this picture up. The first thing you do, you see an elderly man, and you automatically start shooting him. And then not only did you shoot him, you also continuously overly killed him. You just kept shooting him and shooting him and shooting him. This had to be so. I know, Charlene, I feel the same way. Like, it'll be this that's the most scariest thing, because you know what I'm saying. You don't. One thing about it, people just go to the grocery store to get what they need and come on out. They don't expect to go to the grocery store and this might be the last time they live, or this might be some crazy deranged person done. Yes, he's deranged. Some deranged person decides to pick up a weapon and shoot up the place. Like, this is crazy. No, he does not look 21 years old. He looks like he's in his 30s or 40s. Unless he had a hard life, child. You know, people have hard lives, and child, you know. His name is Ahmad Aliwi Alisa. I may not be saying his name right, but this is the shooter. And what they said is the suspect had removed all of his clothing and was dressed only in shorts when he was taken into custody. Outside the store, Alyssa wouldn't tell police whether there were other suspects, but he did ask to speak to his mother. Using the affidavit that was used by the law enforcement database, investigators determined Alyssa had purchased a Ruger AR-556 pistol on March the 16th. Hey, Aunt Nancy, how are you? A law enforcement official told CNN or the news was not previously the subject of any FBI. Alyssa was not previously the subject of any FBI investigation, and it said appears nothing in the federal system would have prohibited him from buying a firearm. It says Michael Dougherty, the Boulder County District Attorney, said Alyssa is a resident of Arvada between Boulder and Denver, who has lived most of his life in the United States. I have another picture of him. I'm gonna pull up in just a minute. I'm gonna take this off the screen, and I'm gonna show y'all the picture of. Y'all asking exit out my screen. But anyway, this is the picture of him. This is the picture of him walking with the police. This is a picture of him walking with the police. You know, to look at all the blood he has on him. Like, let me pull this up so y'all can really, really see it. Like, y'all see the blood on his leg? Like, you done sat up here and walk. I just can't believe this. Like, this man has blood on his leg. He done shot and killed 10 people. Like, what made you? Like, what made you do this? Like, we're gonna look further into this, but y'all just look, this is sad for somebody to just take people's lives like this. It is sad for us to go in a grocery store and use a AR. What it was, an AR-55, 56, but it was an assault rifle, an AR-556 pistol. He purchased it and used it to kill people. And You know what I'm saying? Now in Congress, you know, they said that we have not had a gun reform law in 30 years. This is going to continuously to happen. This is going to continuously happen if they don't stop putting guns in the hands of the wrong people. They need to vex people. They need to vet people. They need to make sure these people are mentally stable enough to have a gun, and they need to take these guns that are like assault, that there are like weapons that you use in the military. You need to take them off the street. What you need those guns for in the streets for anyway? You're not what you need it for. Like what you need it for? Like what? Besides killing people and animals, what you don't need that. You don't need it. You know, I in my opinion, I don't feel like we need the government needs to do more gun reform and make sure that people are properly mentally stable to use a gun. Stuff like this can continuously to happen. It will. Y'all, let me get back to the story though. Alyssa, his family immigrated from Syria. They said he may have been suffering for a mental illness, according to his brother, Ali. The brother has told news that in high school, bullies made fun of Alyssa's name and for being Muslim, and that may have contributed to him becoming an antisocial. So what you saying, something in high school. Now, this is what this is saying. Now, I'm just breaking it down and y'all tell me what y'all think. So what you are saying is this man suffers from mental illness, and you're saying that him being bullied in school caused him, these people ain't did nothing to him, caused him to go up into a grocery store and kill 10 people and have people scared for their life. You started shooting when you hit that parking lot. So you say, oh, this mental illness is so severe that you just picked this one day. I may be wrong. You picked this one day to go shoot up a grocery store because you've been bullied in high school. I understand bullying is real, and I know bullying is real. But what I am saying is you chose to do this. That's what I'm saying. You chose to do this. This is not a mental. I don't feel like if you had the mental capacity to go get a gun and purchase a gun that said you was viable, you ain't had no more you ain't taking no medicine, you ain't doing none of that. But you have a mental problem to where you're gonna go get a gun. Y'all, I may be wrong, but this is my personal opinion. So you go get a gun and just start shooting up the place. And you say that this is a mental issue because you was bullied back in school. And it made you antisocial. Okay, so that made you not want to deal with nobody because of bullying. But just because you antisocial does not mean that you go, oh, I'm antisocial, so I'm going to go to a grocery store and I'm going to shoot and kill everybody because I was bullied in school. It don't make sense to me. I may be wrong. But anyway, this is what his brother said. No, this is what a classmate who known Alyssa in the 5th grade said. People choose not to mess with him because of his temper. People chose not to really talk to him because of all how he acted and things like that. So yeah, he was very alone. They said he became increasingly paranoid around 2014, believing he was being followed and chased, according to his brother. At one point, the young man covered the camera on his computer with duct tape so he could not be seen, said the brother. The brother also lives with the suspect. He always suspected someone was behind him, someone was chasing him. So if you knew all this, why you didn't put him in, get him some mental help? This could all have been avoided if you knew all this was going on with this man and you ain't got him no mental help. That's why I say y'all have to keep your mental health in check, guys. If you're having issues like this, you need counseling. You need to be in a psychiatric ward somewhere, sitting in a psychiatric hospital, getting some help. And let me just be real about that. The brother said, we kept a close eye on him when he was in high school. He would say, someone is chasing me, someone is investigating me. And we're like, come on, man, there's nothing. He was just closing into himself. So this has been going on ever since high school. And y'all didn't give him the mental help. This could have been all avoided if y'all would have got him some help. Y'all, y'all could have got this man some help. So they said the suspect's Facebook page, the authenticity of which was confirmed by his brother in high school, showed post saying he believed his former high school had been hacking into his phone. On March the 18th of 2019, he wrote on Facebook, just curious, what are the laws about phone privacy? Because I believe my old school, A West, was hacking my phone. He made a second post on July the 5th, also claimed that people were hacking his phone, saying, let me have a normal life. I probably could. So this man is paranoid. So he's a schizophrenia. He's a schizophrenic. That's all. He's a schizophrenic. This is what it sounds like. This is what this sounds like. I may be wrong, but when his Facebook friend questioned how he knew the school was hacking his phone, he said, I believe part racism for sure, but I also believe someone spread rumors about me which are false. Excuse me. And baby set it off. The profile claims Alyssa attended Arvada West High School. Cameron Bell, Jefferson County Public Schools spokesperson, confirmed Alyssa was a student there from 2015 until he graduated in May of 2018. So he is 21 years old, but he looks older than that. He's not white. He's not white, Chris. He's not white. He is Muslim, and he is he's from Syria, so he's a Syrian. So his brother said the entire thing surprised me. I never ever would have thought he would do such a thing. I never thought he would kill. I still can't believe it. I am really sad for the lives that he wasted and feel sorry for all those families. We lost a brother even if he is the killer. Oh my God. So he said, even though he's the killer, he's still my brother. But you're taking the act of what he did and he is not the victim here. The victims are the people that are dying and the people that was in the grocery store that he was shooting up, killing. Come on now. Well, they need to do something, because I'm gonna be honest. Like when I was in school, like back in 2003, 2002, 2003, when I was in high school. Do you guys remember the first shooting of the massacre, school shooting? It was Columbine. I remember in school, we were so scared. We were so scared when I was in high school. Hey, Angie, how are you? We was in high school and we seen all that. I was like, oh my God, like just seeing kids scared running. You know, somebody got an assault rifle and just started shooting up the school. This stuff is crazy. That's why I say, y'all, keep a check on your mental health. Keep a check on, if you know a family member that are suffering mentally and they need the help, don't wait till something like this happens to say, yeah, I know He was suffering from depression. He was paranoid. He was this. If you knew he had all these issues, why didn't you get him some help? That's the question that I have. If you knew he was paranoid, you knew he has been bullied, you knew that he was writing questionable things on Facebook, why didn't you get him some mental help? Hey, Joshua Fonte, how are you? I don't get it. Why y'all didn't get him? This man got a mental problem. Yes, he has a mental problem, but this could have been all avoided if y'all would have addressed it first head on. And this is, and you know, just shooting up and killed 10 people. Y'all, like, we need some kind of gun reform. We need to have some to keep it out of the hands of crazy people and people that do not use these guns. Like, what you need a gun like that for anyway? So he said, aside from a knife he used for cooking, Ali said he did not know his brother to carry any weapon, including firearm. So, according to the arrest warrant, a woman identified as the suspect's sister-in-law stated that Alyssa was seen playing with a gun she thought looked like a machine gun about 2 days ago. She did not believe the gun looked like the rifles she had seen in old Western movies. Alyssa had been talking about having a bullet stuck in the gun and was playing with the gun. So, and the woman's name has been redacted from the document. So they blacked out her name in the document because she wants to be not named. But you see him playing with a gun, knowing that he paranoid, knowing that he got mental problems. Why you didn't get him some help? That's the question for the family that I have. Get him some help. Get him some help. I don't get it, but I'm gonna continue on. He said Ali said he doesn't know why his brother went to King Soopers on Monday. Police interrogated him and another brother. According to Ali, who said authorities searched their home in pre-dawn hours Tuesday, he said they searched every corner, every piece of clothing. The family, as we know, immigrated from Syria in 2002, and they live in Arvada area since 2014. Facebook has shut down Facebook and Instagram account belonging to the suspect. So there's so here goes some more information. So it says here Alyssa was sentenced to 1 year of probation and 48 hours of community service after being found guilty of third-degree assault in 2018 for an incident that occurred the previous November. Said the case stemmed from an incident in which he was 18 at the time, was accused of attacking a classmate. A report from a police officer included the case file said that Alyssa got up in a classroom and walked over to the victim and cold cocked him in the head. So he punched him in the head. And then said he got on top of the victim, punched him in the head several more times. So this man is full of rage. He is full of rage. The report says adding that the victim had bruising, swelling, and cuts to the head as well as pain. No witnesses could see or hear any reason for the attack, and said that Alyssa said the victim had made fun of him and called him racial names weeks earlier. So I guess he wanted some get back. So he just decided to just shoot him upside the head. He punched him upside the head weeks later after he done talked about him. So I guess he just thought about, oh yeah, I remember that time you said something about me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up out my seat at the school and punch you upside your head. So this is crazy. I blame the family because they seen it. They seen him having mental problems. You seen this man having rage. This ain't the first incident, so he has rage. He has he's paranoid. He's a schizophrenic. And y'all, instead of y'all getting him the help, y'all just sit here and make excuses and say why he did what he did. We don't understand why he did it. The reason why he did it, he was suffering in his mind and he had a mental issue. I'm not saying that it was okay for what he did, but they could have got this dude some help. And he was paranoid, probably just to say, well, I decided I'm going to stop right here. If he just got, like he did the guy in the parking lot the same way he did that victim back in 2018. The reason why he shot him and continuously to shot him, he just thought about the stuff that they probably did to him in high school. He just shot him and shot him and shot him and shot him. This is sad. And when you see your family members mental ain't right, get them some help. Just tell them, man, let me go get you some help before you hurt someone or you hurt yourself. This could have been avoided. So it says here that he has made a couple of statements. He was booked into the jail. Jesus. They said it's just let me look at the rest of this, y'all. These are things that happen in our world, guys. We need to talk about gun reform. We need to talk about gun reform, how weapons that could massively kill people needs to be taken out the streets and out of the hands of killers and people with mental issues. Because this could have happened in your neck of the woods. This could happen in my area where I live. This could have happened in your area where you live. You could have been one of those people that's in that grocery store. How would you would have felt? Like, how would y'all felt? I know I would have been scared out of my mind and crying, praying that I'm able to get back to my children. Like, I know I would have been scared out of my mind. That's why we need gun reform. And I know a lot of the good old boys, they speak against it. But I really do feel like this, in order for lives like stuff like this to happen, like every year we have these kind of shootings. Do you remember the time that I think it was a white boy that went and he shot up a whole church with a gun? Schools being shot up with the same kind of guns, multiple rifles and AR-55s and 56s. So the question is, when are these guns and stuff like this, is when the government gonna realize that these are actually taking Americans' lives? All y'all want to do is just put the flag at half staff, say, rest in peace to them. I hate about the massacre, but we ain't gonna take the guns off the street, but we will honor your legacy by putting the guns at half staff. Let me just say, we're gonna put the flag at half staff in honor of your death, because what happened to you wasn't right, but we ain't gonna take the weapons off the street. That's crazy. That, to me, that's not fair, and that's not right. So let's see here about this. So um, let me say here. Let me see here where it says here. He just purchased this gun, y'all. He just purchased this gun. Let me look here. It says witnesses describe scene as active shooting breaks out at Boulder grocery store. So let me look at this. It says here witnesses describe a chaotic scene as the customers ran for the exit. So let's watch some of these people's account. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for this. Hold on. Let me see.
In the meantime, there were a number of witnesses on the scene there this afternoon, both inside the grocery store and outside in the parking lot. We now want.
Perfect. So I was like,
okay, y'all, we're gonna listen to one person's account of what happened, and then we're gonna hopefully this thing will do right. Now my screen has locked up. Let me tell you, when you try to get here you go. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes here, and then we're gonna get into it.
in the back of the store, me and my husband went to just shop for random groceries. And we were way in the back of the store, and my husband was at like the produce, and I was like by the milk. And basically, what I heard was it was like one or two shots that were really muffled and quiet, which must have been the ones like that were out in the parking lot. And then there were like probably 15 more. I would like assume, I'm not exactly quite sure. But they were like really fast and really loud. So that was probably when he like came in.
Could you hear the shooter saying anything? Was that person communicating with people inside or outside of the store?
No, I like did gunshots. I didn't hear like anyone even like screaming or saying anything. So.
And let me confirm one detail to make sure we're clear from based on what you saw. Was this man in the parking lot firing into the store, or did something happen in the grocery store itself?
So what I assume from like what I heard is that he like started shooting outside in the parking lot, and then he like walked into the store because they were like I saw this like live stream of someone on YouTube, and there was like someone shot like in the parking lot, and then there was someone shot like right in the front of the store. So.
And as that headline beneath you on our TV now suggests, we're just getting word into the newsroom that one police officer is confirmed dead. At this point, 2 more police officers have been hurt. These are the first confirmed numbers that we've heard since this shooting took place. So that's breaking news as we're on the air with you right.
That's one person's account. If y'all heard it, it was one person's account about what happened. So it just happened all of a sudden. It was fast. And now 10 people are dead because of a crazy lunatic. I'm just going to say it. He's just crazy as hell. And he's a lunatic. And he was a schizophrenic. And he needed some help. So he just crazy. And these people lost their lives. And I'm just going to, you know what I'm saying, that's my personal opinion. Yeah, 7 kids, 7 children. 7 children. He had 7 children. And guess what? He gone. This could have been your brother. These could be your brother, your sister, your cousin, your mother, and someone with a mental, I ain't gonna say mental, but he was just crazy. He needs to, and the crazy part about it, he probably won't. He'll probably go to jail. But they're gonna put him in a mental ward. You ready for that? Get ready for that. He's going to be in a mental institution. Yes, he is. Because of the fact that the brother said he was paranoid, he was bullied, and things like that. But it's not an excuse. This, to me, this is not an excuse to kill people. You made a conscious choice to go get a gun. In order for you, you can't say, "Well, I've been had these guns." You had the mental capacity. Let me just say that, in my opinion, you had the mental capacity to go get a gun, and you made it up in your mind that day that you was going to go and kill, and you did it. So you should get life, double life. You should get life for every person that you kill. There's 10 life sentences and no parole. You know, like, nobody deserved that. Nobody deserved that. And for lawmakers to say that we do not need a gun reform, they crazy. I don't understand why they won't take these kind of weapons off the street. I understand you need some people, you know what I'm saying, you use a gun to protect yourself, like protect your family and things like that. But when you use in instances like this, it makes you go back to be like, wow, people don't lost their life because of nonsense, because a person, you know, yeah, he should be under the prison. You're right, Angie. But it says here, this happened in Salt Lake City. It says here, nearly 3 years before a gunman walked into a crowded supermarket in foothills of the Rocky Mountain with the AR-15 style weapon and killed 10 people. The city of Boulder, Colorado voted to ban assault weapons. So they banned assault weapons from even being bought. And leaders had hoped to prevent this kind of mass shooting that struck the state more than once over the last 2 decades. But just 10 days before Monday's rampage, the measure was blocked in court after a lawsuit backed by the National Rifle Association. Let me just say this. The ruling came under a Colorado law that bars local officials from making their own gun laws. Similar preemption laws have become the norm in over 40 U.S. states since the 1980s. Just a handful of states will still allow local officials to make their own rules on guns. According to the group Every Town for Gun Safety, in Florida, officials can be fined up to $5,000 if they do, and in Nevada, they could be subject to hefty damages if law was struck down in court. At the federal level, President Joe Biden said yesterday that we have to act to pass reform legislation, and Democrats said that they are pushing toward a vote on expanded background checks, but it faces a difficult road in the Senate. Congress, like I said, has not passed any major gun control laws since the mid-1990s, leaving most significant gun legislations in states' hands. It says here, people that supports it, the measure allows states to be consistent in firearm laws so that law-abiding gun owners aren't facing a patchwork of different rules in different parts of the state. The NRA has called the Boulder ordinance counterproductive and argued it was a clear violation of Colorado's preemption law passed in 2003. So what they're saying is that the assault rifles are justifiable to have, and that they went to the Supreme Court 2 weeks before this incident happened. So this lets you know that the NRA they just want to. I guess they just want to have a house full of guns. Like I don't understand. Like this should make you want to say, all these shooting of people. So I guess if as long as it ain't your family member, you all right with it. To me, that's what you're saying. If as long as it ain't your family member that died, as long as it ain't your as long as it ain't you and your family member that shooting and died, then you don't care. Y'all, it's just crazy. And I hope that Congress and Biden can come up with something to get rid of these assault weapons. I understand if you had a pistol, you know what I'm saying? But yes, a gun is a gun, it will kill, but I'm just saying, jeez. So guys, before I go, I wanted to talk about this, guys. I wanted to talk about it Monday, but I wanted to talk about Derrick Jackson on Monday, so that's the reason why I didn't do this Monday. But if you guys want to come on here and you guys got something you want to say, or you have an opinion on the on gun laws and things like that, then let me there is the link. I'm just gonna say this, like, this is so sad what happened. It just it just really broke my heart to see that people have lost their lives. It's just so sad. And I pray that God send them some healing. I really do. Because this no one deserves to die at the hands of a killer. Someone with a gun that's crazy, deranged, psychopathic, schizophrenic. So pray for the family, guys. So pray for the families and make sure that this won't happen again, but it probably will. So guys, make sure if you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. If you want to be part of the channel membership, all you have to do is press that join button and you'll be able to get all, like I do. I have not did it this week. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, News and Views group. I supposed to told y'all what I was talking about today, but I didn't. But usually, guys, like I give my News and Views group the topics for the night as well. I give them updates on certain stories and my opinion on certain stories that I don't want to put out here. Make sure if you want to be a part of the News and Views group, and I'm still trying to get the calendar together. I need 12 people and I haven't gotten them yet, but I have, I'm getting close. So make sure you guys, if you want to be a part of the News and Views group, all you have to do is press the join button or click the link in the description box below. As well, tomorrow, guys, I don't know if I'm going to go live. So if y'all don't see me live, it's because we may not have any lights. So keep my state in your prayers, guys. I live in Mississippi and it's springtime and we have a lot of tornadic, severe weather, and anything could happen. So just keep us in your prayers, guys. Y'all have a good night and I'll see y'all later.